Good day, gentlemen and ladies. Today we're the 27th of December. On the way towards where my mom is living, it took me 4 hours. Like, it was a long drive because of snowstorm. But on the way back now, I'm on my way back to Saguenay, going back. And there's a series of unfortunate accident. The road is very slippery. And I have the time. At one point we had the time to stop. I took the camera out of the in the back, set it up, and there's a few car. It's not I forget the name, but it's a series of car crash and trucks. One was they had two truck jackknife, and now there's another one there, but we're pretty much stuck on the road. So hey, I got good classic music from CBC Music too, and dogs are in the back enjoying the time. But I hope I'm gonna be able to show you on camera that there's I'm about maybe only 15 minutes from Quebec City, from the bridge, and yeah, nice and no problem. I got plenty of gas, everything is fine, but the road where is slippery. You need to pay attention when you drive. Yeah, I forget to mention that my mom organized a hell of a good supper on the 25th. I had my daughter Marie-Ange, is a gentleman, her gentleman boyfriend, gentleman farmer boyfriend, and I had my uncle Ivan, the one who's having the Oliver tractor this summer. I made a video about him, and his girlfriend, and also the sister girlfriend. So that was quite a good supper, a very good meal. I always eat very well when I go to my mom's place. It's hard on the weight loss program, but hey, once in a while. So yeah, all right. He's the police officer, constable. And there's that truck who is completely he did a jackknife, and then he I don't know how he done that. I can see in the snow, but yeah, he's completely on the other way. Poor guy. Okay, he had a tour, a wrecker. All right. So it's still slippery. Yeah, speed is a vital factor, but when I do speed is I reduce. You have to drive in accordance of the road condition. Right now I'm doing 60. I'm just gonna drive the holy smoke, it's on ice. Let's throw the full flasher and let people know that it's slippery, but I don't know. All right, so stick around. Cheers. After going at 4 kilometers for 20 minutes, I'm doing 95, and it feels like I'm going at the speed of light. But thank God I've got the best music radio at CBC with Julie Nestrada. Sexy lady, by the way. Alright, so I'm about to reach the Quebec City bridge. Alright, cheers. I'm just gonna show you the bridge really quickly. There's ice on the St. Lawrence River, that's for sure. I'm still amazed about the beautiful mountains, and especially in the snow with the sun. Look at that. now it is sunny, but there's ice patch on the road. But the road will be very hard. It's a difficult road condition. We'll see about that. Right now it's sunny, but down there I can see the snow blizzard in the high ground. Completely down there. The road is icy. So yep. So just have to take our time. Slow win the race. Still a beautiful area here. It's in the Laurentian. I don't know if you can see that. Very nice. So the altitude roughly in Quebec City it's 100 meters roughly, or maybe 200. But we're gonna reach up to 850. So we're climbing up. Cheers. Right in front of you on the left, that's the highest point of the highway. That highway is 200 kilometers long between Quebec City and Saguenay region. We're about the 1/4 of it, and yeah. So you can see in the background we don't see the mountain because of the snow drift and wind condition. That snowbank on the right is higher than me. Well, right now it's about 4 feet right there. This is a mountain pass here. We're almost the same height as the mountain. The little station there, that's the recording the altitude and the temperature. I was planning to show you the midway called L'Étape, where there's restaurants, gas station, everything. They had a big accident. I didn't want to show you the car wreck, all the emergency services. It was not nice to see. Speed. I'm doing a 70 zone and that guy just passed me with that big Bronco. Tell you something. Right. When I passed Quebec City, it was -7, and right now at the high altitude that we are, it's -14 degrees Celsius. Oh, what a difference when we are on the high ground. There's a long convoy of Hydro-Quebec crews. I don't know if they are going or coming from fixing things, but yeah. These are long convoys. There are various types of trucks. Go ahead, buddy. They have various types of trucks and also a servicing unit. They have been busy with that big winter storm that we just got a few days ago now. Yeah, that's the last one. I'm gonna try to show you that. Yeah, boy, that thing is doing it. Go ahead, buddy. Oh boy. All right. Good day, gentlemen and ladies. As you can see behind me, we are the 28th of December. It's roughly 10 o'clock. And I arrived yesterday from my mom's place. And I was still thinking about all those accidents that happened when on my way up. And some of them were on the news. It was interesting to see that. So the best advice I can give you about road safety, keep your distance, long distance. And that's the best safety advice I can give you. Now, like you can see, it's snowing. They're calling for basically maybe 4 inches of snow. So at the end of the day, yes, I'm gonna use my front snowplow. But before that, I need to show you something. All right, stick around. All right, so what I want to show you is the advantage of keeping your snowblower oily. If your snowblower is always staying outside in a cold environment or under a shelter which is not heated, having an oily snowblower is the water never touch, or the snow will never touch the steel, and it will help to evaporate or make the ice build up created by the snowblower or other contaminant like snow, water away. In my case, my garage is heated roughly to 3 to 5 degrees Celsius, and I get a dehumidifier also. But in both circumstances, since the snowblower is always touching snow, and it could be also salt, that's the why. And you have it there. I mean, you saw my last video with my first time I'm using my snowblower for this winter, and it was basically covered of snow. And I removed the most of it, but it still have a lot of snow. And all the oil I'm using is still on the snowblower. And that's why I have no corrosion whatsoever around the shoe mechanism and all the part. So that's the point I like to talk to you. And all my rear point is very oiled also. So there's no corrosion. Everything is lubricated. The grease also for the attachment. Now, one subject I like to talk to you, the main reason is, remember this summer, or I think it was spring, I use also resin inside the drum. Well, it worked and it did not work. I'll show you that in detail. All the inside of the chute, I put the resin inside, and it's still like very, I should say, slippery. Because the thing about the the resin, it's very slippery, even slipperier than wax. So, but it is expensive. But inside the chute mechanism, everything worked fine. Now, the inside of the impeller, I'm gonna put the camera as close as I can. Just hold on for the shaky hands. Now, the inside under the propeller. The resin still very good, and it will never affect it. Now the edges is still there. And the edge, I'm gonna try to find. Okay, the edge here, it will be good. However, somehow, and I think it's a piece of branch or a rock, it managed to go here. And you see that rusty spot? It completely removed the resin out of there, and there's a big place here on unprotected area. And I think on the video I can kind of see it. So you see, that's a rusty spot because there's water here, and yeah. But I really, since the resin covered the gap from there to there better, and I can see the big difference of the distances. So basically, yes, resin kind of protected, but it's not bulletproof, I should say. It's like on my mower deck, it did cover very well, but having the tar over it, it helped. However, I don't want to put tar in there because I need it to slippery. So what I'm going to do now, I need to reprotect that spot. I'm gonna dry it, clean it with acetone and everything, and I'm gonna put a teeny fine 1 coat layer of fiberglass cloth on just the bottom of it, but because that's where it goes before it leads toward the chute. That's where the more wear and tear occur when the propeller strikes something like rocks and and having that cloth, it will probably protect it better. Right now I need to fix that because I hate corrosion, like you all know. So I'm gonna clean it very good, put a cloth fabric about, I'm gonna sand it after that, then clean it, and we'll do that. I ain't gonna have that on video. You all know how to do fiberglass. Alright, so it's pretty stinky environment right now. I had the fan blowing in, but I just closed it because of resin. It's quite toxic, the fume from it, fiberglass. So I'm just gonna show you a wet look. It's tough to see, but basically there's a bat down there like you see, and the cloth, it's starting from, oh shit, it's hard to see, from there where the highest shiniest part all the way to the right above the impeller. Right there's a line. Like I was saying, it's snowing, and the dogs are having fun in the snow. Yeah. Look at Ruby. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm gonna try something new before I open my entrance. I'm gonna use, you will see, to clean up the snow on my car. A few years ago I tried once using my leaf blower to clean up some snow, so we'll see about that. Yes, it is snowing. Alright. Cascotti. The guilty culprit. Yeah. As you saw, the cleaning the snow, it's on the top of a car, was outstanding. By the way, most dealers, car dealer, tractor, truck, whatever you name it, who sell car and they store outside, they do use a leaf blower to clean up the snow, so they're not scratching the paint and everything. And when they you decide to pick up that car, they bring the car inside and then they clean it with water. And yeah, so now let's throw the Mahindra outside. Alright, so the tractor is warm up outside. I'm gonna grab the shovel and try to make something interesting of this stormy weather. open cab tractor and you're under the winter mode, please buy yourself an Air Force or Army or a surplus, Army surplus parka. The parka that I'm wearing, it used to have my parka when I was working back in the 90s, but now they're on sale. They sell it on Army surplus, and the same as for you in the States. They have great Army parka in there. And when I mean Army, there's also Air Force parka. The parka are meant for working in a cold environment and in polar freezing temperature. And yes, I used to have like this, and then another type of four-season jacket, and it's made of Gore-Tex also. So yes, and the same thing for the pants. This is my four-season pants, and I have winter pants which I keep when I'm do skiing and cold adverse conditions. All right, so let's finish to open. And I'm not going to use my snowblower this time because the kids are really enjoying the snow that I'm building. So I'm going to be very careful with the Gaetan's truck. I'm just going to push it and then push it and up in the street. right, folks. So I think the kids will like it with that snow mountain. And this morning, I was not too keen of listening to any local or news from here, but I heard that some Canadian and they're stuck in Cuba and Mexico because the flight companies have a shortage of personnel. I can tell you that yes, they have, and it's crazy. Anyway, so hopefully they all will come back before in good health and they're enjoying the extra time in the south. I like the winter and I hate snakes, so I rather go. Many times I had the offer to go in the south, and I had the choice to go in north of Norway. This is a beautiful country. I had the chance to go many times in north of Canada and in Europe instead of going south in the beach. I hate snakes, you won't imagine. All right, I'd rather deal with a polar bear with my old 303 than I got snakes. All right, so now for the my snowblower. I'm just gonna clean it, but I'm not gonna use it. I want to make sure that I told you it was cured, but I want to wait a good 7 days. 7 days is for the extra curing time, and then we'll do a nice 2.0 version of my resin inside the drum with fiberglass cloth. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that video, and please do take care of yourself, and cheers.